Alrighty, so the 335 is broken. Definitely not an ideal situation. Driving home from work after like an 11-hour day, pop onto the highway, let loose a little bit, fear a little, 2, 3, 4 shift, and drivetrain malfunction comes on. Shit! Not good at all. Now, I think I know what the culprit is going to be. When I installed my suspension like a year ago, I opted for an EDC delete kit, which deletes the electronic dampening control. Basically, what that does is controls how stiff or loose the suspension is when you switch to Sport and Eco. If you want to get a suspension kit that's compatible with that, you have to pay like $2,300, and I just wasn't going to do that. Now, when I first installed it onto the car, I also got a drivetrain malfunction error because the connections weren't hooked up all the way. So I'm praying that's what it is. Alrighty, definitely not ideal. So basically what I got to do is I got to jack the car up. I got to take each one of the wheels off, and I need to check the connections for the EDC delete kit behind each wheel. Already off to a horrific start because this Allen bit to take off this cover to get to my lug nuts is stripped. So we're going to see if we can get that off. First off, I just want to say that I honestly really do love these wheels. Like, the design is awesome. I got them for a great price from a buddy. But this has to be the poorest design I've ever seen. It's held in by like 3 shitty little Allen key screws, and they strip so easily. Like, this should be a simple job, taking my wheel on and off. And I've literally been out here for an hour trying to figure out a way to get this fucking thing off. All right, a little update. So I'm actually bringing this car in for service to Prestige tomorrow. And this Allen key is so unbelievably stripped, it's not even funny. I'm just going to see if they have some sort of tool that I can just drill it out with or something. So I don't know. I'm just going to call it and see if they can do something. But the first problem is the drivetrain issue. And now the second problem is not being able to get this thing off. So who knows? I'm praying that it just fixes itself. I'm also going to restart the car real quick and see if it just comes back on or if it just went off randomly. I remember right when I did the kit, I was driving it like 2 weeks after, and the light came on again and then just went off and never came back on. So I'm hoping that's the case here. But alrighty, so Instagram is super picky about videos over 3 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to split this into 2 parts. So stay tuned for part 2, which is going up tomorrow.